Yusuf, the youngest and most beloved son of Yaqub, was the source of deep jealousy among his 11 brothers. His father's love for him was evident, and this made the brothers' hearts burn with envy. Consumed by bitterness, they secretly conspired to rid themselves of Yusuf, unable to bear his father's affection any longer. Their malicious whispers filled the air as they plotted in the shadows of their tent. After plotting against Yusuf, the brothers threw him into a deep well, leaving him to perish. Alone and frightened, Yusuf's faith in Allah remained unshaken. As he sat in the darkness of the well, his heart was filled with hope, trusting that Allah would answer his prayers and guide him out of his despair. Allah's plan was unfolding in ways beyond his understanding. Yusuf was eventually found by a caravan and sold as a slave in Egypt. He was purchased by Al-Aziz, a high-ranking official who treated him kindly. But Yusuf's beauty caught the eye of Al-Aziz's wife, who attempted to seduce him. Yusuf resisted her advances, knowing that Allah's reward for his patience would be far greater. His unwavering faith and commitment to righteousness shone through even in the face of temptation. Falsely accused by Al-Aziz's wife, Yusuf was cast into prison. Despite the unjust punishment, he did not falter in his trust in Allah. In the prison's cold and dark stone walls, Yusuf's patience grew and his faith deepened. Even in the direst of circumstances, Yusuf remained an example of resilience, knowing that Allah's plan was always for his good. While imprisoned, Yusuf's wisdom shone through when he interpreted the dreams of his fellow prisoners. Word of his ability reached the king, who had troubling dreams of his own. Yusuf was summoned, and with Allah's guidance, he interpreted the king's dream. He foretold 7 years of prosperity, followed by 7 years of famine, advising the king on how to prepare. The king, amazed by Yusuf's insight, saw that Allah had chosen him for greatness. As the famine struck, Yusuf's brothers, unaware of his rise to power, traveled to Egypt seeking grain. When they stood before him, they did not recognize the brother they had once abandoned. Yusuf, though pained by the memories of his past, maintained his dignity. He devised a plan to bring his brothers to realize their past mistake and to reunite his family. After a series of tests, Yusuf could no longer hide his identity from his brothers. In a moment of deep emotion, he revealed himself to them. His brothers, filled with regret, were overwhelmed with guilt, realizing the wrongs they had done to him. Yusuf's heart was filled with compassion as he forgave them, teaching them the power of mercy and Allah's infinite forgiveness. Finally, Yusuf was reunited with his beloved father Yaqub after many years of separation. Yaqub, who had grieved the loss of his son, wept tears of joy as he embraced Yusuf. The family was once again whole, and Allah's mercy was evident in the reunion. In that moment, Yaqub expressed his gratitude to Allah, recognizing the trials and the triumphs as part of his divine plan.